stopped at a light and saw him walking in that field behind the Lost River Drive-In. Julie said he was so creepy.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Nick here from the Lost River Drive-In, and today we're going to do another tier list. Now, if you guys watched my most recent video, you saw that it was a tier list of the big three horror franchises. And you guys made it pretty loud and clear that you wanted to see me do more tier lists. So that's what we're doing today. Now, a couple days ago, I did a video titled Horror Remakes Better Than the Original. So I thought, wouldn't it be perfect to have this next one be a tier list of horror remakes? So, as I did with the last one, I did not create this tier list. This was just already made from somebody else, and you can use the template on tiermaker.com. Also, with this one, for whatever reason, maybe it's just because I'm tech dumb, I can't figure out how to delete one of the rows. So, the bottom blue row we're going to ignore because I've got 6, and that is legendary, which should go without saying. If it's in legendary, it's 99.999% better than the original, in my opinion. You've got damn good, you've got good, you've got you've got super booty butt cheeks, and haven't seen it. Because I'm sure there's one or two on here that I haven't seen. Also, if there's a remake that is not shown on here, guys, relax, don't come for me, okay? This was pre-made, like I said. I am just going off of what this user created. So starting this off, the first one we have is 13 Ghosts. Now, if you guys are from my era, you know, born in the 90s, grew up in the late 90s, early 2000s, you remember this movie. This movie was huge. Matthew Lillard is in this movie, and that's honestly, I think, the thing I remember the most. That and the Jackal. And there was that naked lady that was like all cut up and, you know, like pale, but I don't know, she was naked. So I was like, that's cool. 13 Ghosts is awesome, man. I really, really love 13 Ghosts. It's one of those movies that I feel like gets better the more and more I watch it. So I'm going to put 13 Ghosts in damn good. And I feel like that's fair. The next one we've got here is the Amityville Horror. Now, I actually mentioned this in my video when I was talking about remakes, how I think this is better than the original. Not only do I think it's better than the original, this movie scared the crap out of me. So, Amityville is going into legendary. That's right. I think it is a legendary remake. And like I said, I prefer it to the original. The next one we have is A Nightmare on Elm Street. You guys know I think this is just kind of like middle of the road, so I'll put it in I talked about that in the last video, so we don't really need to get into that. The April Fool's Day remake. Haven't seen it, so I can't speak to it. I just don't know. I haven't heard a lot about it, though, so I can't imagine it's great. Though I could be wrong. Some of you guys might be like, no, that's actually an underrated gem. Seen the original, never even knew there was a remake. So, you know, you guys let me know. Oh, Black Christmas 2006. A movie that I have dedicated multiple videos to. A movie that I have told all of you guys is my favorite Christmas horror film to watch, period. Not saying it's the best, but it's my favorite. If you want Christmas horror that's full of atmosphere, great kills, a great cast, bro, you go for Black Christmas 06, and this is clearly going into legendary. And that's not even a question. All right. Dear God. They put Black Christmas 2019 on here. You know what? You know what? We're doing this right now. We're doing this right now. This last one, we're just titling it Black Christmas, and I'll have a use for it now. This is worse than Super Booty Butt Cheeks. This is like the pits, the bottom of the barrel. It's disgusting. It's an affront to horror films. It's an assault on your senses. Absolutely screw that movie. My Bloody Valentine 3D, which is a movie that I said in that video I made that I think is better than the original. That was the one I got the most pushback on. Like, you know, people were like, no, I don't know. I still prefer the original. Totally get it. Having said that, even though I prefer it to the original, I don't think it's legendary. So we're going to put this in damn good. I'd say it's like right on par with 13 Ghosts. The next one, Is that Invasion of the Body Snatchers? Is that Invasion of the Body Snatchers? I think it is. I haven't seen the remake. I know. Sue me. I have not seen the remake. I'm sorry, guys. I hope I didn't let you down. Carrie 2013. Man, I loved this movie. And I mentioned this in passing in that video, how I actually prefer this to the original. Like I do. I'm not saying it's better, but I prefer it. That being the case, though, I really don't. I can't put it in legendary. So come on, Carrie White. We're going into damn good. Because I do think it's damn good. I don't care what anybody says. I think it's damn good. Oh my goodness. What am I doing here? All right. Next up, Child's Play 2019. This is a movie that a ton of people did not give a chance, like at all. They just totally acted like this thing didn't exist. It never came out because they didn't want to reboot Child's Play. They were happy with the canon that we still had, that was still ongoing. I was somebody that thought both could exist, and I really dug Child's Play 2019. I would have changed the doll design because I don't like it, and there's some comedy that doesn't work, but I like it, so I'm putting it in good. I think it's a step above middling for me. I really do. Oh, the Crazies. No suspense here, y'all. This is going all the way up into legendary. That's one of my favorite remakes. I was surprised to see how many people agreed with that and didn't really give me pushback. There were some people that were like, oh, yeah, this is so much better than the original. I'm like, oh, okay, wow. Because I thought a lot of people were going to come for me and be like, no way. So, cool. Dark Water, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. This movie was fine. I watched it once, so I'm putting it in I couldn't even really tell you. Like, I'm not going to watch it again, but I didn't hate it. So, like, whatever. Dawn of the Dead, Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead. One that is honestly a fan favorite. And I know how Snyder fans are about Snyder's movies. I like Dawn of the Dead quite a bit. I would probably still take the original, but this is great. I'm going to put this in damn good. That's one of my favorite zombie films. And if you're familiar with me, you know I'm not a big zombie film fan. I just, I never really have been. That's one that works for me. Day of the Dead, the remake. I have not seen the remake, so I'm putting that and haven't seen it. Dracula. What Dracula is this? We'll come back to that because I don't want to say something and be wrong. Firestarter's remake, I haven't seen it. It honestly looked terrible. I'm going to be totally real with you, and most people said it was bad. So, oh God. Evil Dead 2013. This is not a remake, guys. I have talked about this so many times on my channel. A quick Google search will tell you it's not a remake. It's not a remake, but it's on this list. And just for the sheer fact that I adore this movie, it's going into legendary. I think it might actually be my favorite Evil Dead film. It was Evil Dead 2 for the longest time, and it depends on the day you catch me. Maybe I change my mind, but yeah. Oh, let's see. The Flatliners remake. Oh, this movie was. Hold on. This movie was not good. Yeah, super booty butt cheeks. Pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure that came out in January. And that was like one of those ones that were like, most people were like, yeah, it's a remake of Flatliners. It's not getting a lot of press and they're dropping it in January. This probably isn't going to be very good. And it's not. The Fly. Easy legendary. This is one of the best remakes ever made. Even if it's not one of your favorites, it's one of the best remakes ever made. It's a great body horror film. Cronenberg, I've never claimed to be a student of Cronenberg's, and I know there's a lot of people that are. Really like what I've seen from the guy. I just haven't seen enough, but the Fly is fantastic. It's undeniable. Yeah, one of the best horror remakes ever made. Is that Friday? That is Friday the 13th. We talked about this on the Big 3 as well, so no surprise that I'm putting this in. I just don't love it. I've never loved it. Fright Night. Oh, man. Fright Night is going all the way up into legendary. Now, I will say, though, I said at the beginning that if it makes it into legendary, it's probably better than the original. This is one that I wouldn't say is better. I would just say it's on par. I love both of those movies. I think they're both legendary. I have to put the remake here R.I.P. Anton Yelchin, like, honestly crazy. But this is a great movie. This is a great movie. And I love Christopher Mintz-Plasse as Evil Ed. He's great. Rob Zombie's Halloween. Again, this is a repeat from yesterday's list. This is going on to which is kind of crazy. All three of the big three remakes I have in don't love any of them. However, House of Wax, which was on that remake video I did, is going up into Legendary. And I think it's legendary. Like, I really do. And I understand, like, there's a lot of love for the older Vincent Price movie and the original, I think, from the 30s. Not so much for me, but House of Wax, man, when you're talking about like mid to late 2000s remakes, like, that is the way to go. I'm sorry. It just is. I Am Legend. This is a movie that I loved when it came out. I've watched it a couple times since then, and I still really enjoy it, though it's not as great as I thought, but it's pretty damn good. So I'm going to put it into damn good. And I'm pretty sure they're shooting the sequel as we speak. Like, that's finally happening. So that's cool. Let's see. Yep. Okay. Wanted to make sure I had this right because some of these are so small, it's hard. I Spit on Your Grave. Okay, the remake of I Spit on Your Grave is a good movie. Not one I'm going to find myself watching again, though. Really not a fan of like the gratuitous essay horror films. I don't mind to watch them once because usually it's, these revenge movies. I love to see the people get their comeuppance, but I don't ever feel the need to revisit them when they lay it on as thick as they do in this movie. It's really not for the faint of heart, but it's a pretty good remake. I dug it. This is going to piss people off too, because there's some people that say it is not a remake. It's an adaptation of a book, whatever. They're on the list. I didn't make the list. I guess you would say It Chapter 1 is legendary. And we'll just save you all the suspense because It Chapter 2 is right next to it. It Chapter 2, in my opinion, is also legendary. I love both of those films. And, I get it. There's a lot of people that really don't like Chapter 2. And, like, I guess I can understand that, but I just personally don't see it. You know what I mean? Like, for me, there's not a ton of warts with Chapter 2. Like, I don't feel like it really did anything egregiously bad. Aside from the thing with Stan at the end where they kind of made that out to seem like it was a good thing, which was weird, but I liked the movie. Oh, man. Maniac. Oh, my God. This is genuinely in the conversation for the greatest remake ever. Like, it genuinely is. Elijah Wood is phenomenal in this movie. Absolutely phenomenal. This movie rules. I love the score. I'm pretty sure it's just by a guy, like, he goes by the name Rob. Yeah, that's going into legendary. Oh, God, not damn good. Legendary. Come on. That is one of the greatest horror remakes ever. All right. Watch Maniac if you guys haven't. Seriously, watch it if you haven't. Martyrs I have not seen. We just talked about this the other day. I have not seen Martyrs. Mirrors, which is an American remake of, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, a Japanese horror film. I never saw the original. I've never gotten into J-horror, really. I've seen Audition. Shout out, Mark. I did really enjoy Audition. Mirrors was okay. I'm going to put it in I like Kiefer. Oh, my goodness. But I wasn't in love with the movie. It was fine. Pretty sure they made a sequel. Didn't watch it. Mother's Day. I haven't seen it, so I couldn't tell you. Night of the Demons. Okay. So there are a lot of Edward Furlong fanboys. And I get it. Terminator and Pet Sematary 2. Like, he's got some cred. I hate him in this movie. I think he's like the only actor in this movie that is not selling it. He looks 55 when I think he's supposed to be like in his 30s. The movie is wildly over the top. It's a good time. But Furlong really brings it down for me, and I still think it's just fine. So I'm going to put it in I don't love it. Night of the Living Dead. Again, in the conversation for one of the greatest horror remakes. This is going into legendary. Just take note of this really quick, guys. And I know that this is just like my personal opinion. Obviously, this isn't objective, but like, got a lot already up there in legendary. And, you know, if you listen to most people, you would think that horror remakes are just like inherently weaker films. It's just not the case, man. You got to think for yourselves. Oh, man. One Missed Call. I didn't know this was a remake. Is it also a J horror thing? I wouldn't be surprised if it was. This movie sucks. This movie is really, really bad. My buddy, his family rented this from Movie Gallery years ago. One weekend when I was staying the night, we all watched it. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Super booty butt cheeks. Yeah, it's a garbage film. Pet Cemetery from, is it 2019? Yes, that was 2019. All right, so I'm just going to get this out in the open. This is a good movie. It just is. Like, I'm sorry if that offends you and you don't agree. It's a good movie. The biggest issue with Pet Cemetery from 2019 is that they spoiled what was an insane twist in the friggin' trailer. So nobody even had the opportunity to have that really impact them the way it should have. And I'll never forgive the marketing at Paramount for doing that. But this is a good movie. It's not on par with the original. The original Pet Cemetery is a movie that I like love. I think it's my favorite. Yeah, it's my favorite King adaptation. So I'll put that in good. I can't put it in damn good because I feel like a lot of it, like Zelda, is not scary in this one. John Lithgow is fine, but he is no Herman Munster. Okay, like let's be real. Piranha 3D. Okay. We're going all the way up to damn good. I can't put Piranha 3D in legendary because it's such an unserious movie. It's super, super fun. It does everything that it's supposed to do well. Like it nails it. But it's goofy as all hell. Having said that, I would rather watch. I mean, I do love the movie and I watch it every year, honestly, around like spring break, summer. And I would rather watch that 100 times than ever watch the original again, in my opinion. Oh, man, here we go. Poltergeist from 2015, Sam Rockwell, if I'm not mistaken. I've told this story before on my channel that I let a buddy borrow this because he wanted to watch it, and I never asked for it back. Poltergeist is booty butt cheeks, or super, super booty butt cheeks. It's not good. It's not good. It's in a lot of ways shot for shot, and everything is lesser. That movie sucks. I don't think you need to remake Poltergeist. You know, maybe you do kind of like a legacy sequel down the line, but remake, no thanks, especially not that one. Oh, all right. We're in super booty butt cheeks again with Prom Night. I saw that movie after the homecoming dance with an old girlfriend, an ex-girlfriend back when I was in high school. I hated it. I hated it so bad. I think it was homecoming. It was a school dance. I can't even remember the time of year this came out. Really bad. Really, really bad. Terrible film. Gus Van Sant's Psycho. Super booty butt cheeks. And only because, like, you talk about one of the most unnecessary remakes ever. It doesn't do anything new. It's a shot for shot. It is a waste of your time. It's literally Poltergeist. If I were to compare Psycho's remake to another remake, it would be Poltergeist. Pulse. I remember watching this. Correct me if I'm wrong. No, I remember this one. This was also a J-horror remake. This is I didn't find this to be offensively bad. I don't own it though. You know, it's not a movie I'm ever pining to watch again. Definitely a step above with One Missed Call, but I mean that's not saying much. Quarantine. I saw this movie a couple times. I used to watch this back at a buddy's house. He had this on DVD. Same friend. I liked this one. This one's good. I don't love it. It's definitely better than like take it or leave it. No, I'd say it's better than that, but it ain't damn good. I'm putting it in good. Oh, Slumber Party Massacre. So many people were talking about this, so I watched it. I can't remember if it was like Tubi or Screenbox or Shudder. I watched it on one of those a couple years back. I hated this thing. I thought it was terrible. I thought the acting was bad. I thought the effects were bad. It just such a shoddy little piece of shit. Like, just my opinion. If you love the movie, I'm sorry, but not a fan of it at all. Total waste of my time. What is this? Shudder. Haven't seen it. Suspiria. This is one I haven't seen, guys. I know you're probably going to be like, no way. You got to watch Suspiria. Good Night, Mommy. Haven't seen it. That's Amazon Prime. Is that another Invasion of the Body Snatchers? Yeah, that's. Wait a sec. That's Invasion of the Body Snatchers. That's not the one I'm familiar with. This Invasion of the Body Snatchers is going all the way up into Legendary. You talk about one of the most jaw-dropping endings in a film. Obviously inspiring the ending of Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, literally a direct homage. This is a great movie. I mean, this is a masterpiece. I'm just going to say it. I don't know if you guys notice. I try not to throw that word out so much anymore because you get shit for it. But this is a great film. Absolutely legendary. Absolutely. So yeah, as far as this one goes, guys, I don't think I've seen that. Yeah. So I don't know. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 03 is legendary. It is my favorite Texas Chainsaw Massacre film. It was my introduction to the franchise. It was one of the first horror movies I remember watching like on a consistent basis. I love this movie. People don't like that Leatherface in this film is more of like a brute. I love it. I love Broniarski's portrayal of the character. He's kind of a dick in real life, but he's great as Leatherface. That's my favorite. That's, yeah, 100% going into legendary. Okay, The Omen. So funny story with this one, guys. I remember the promo for this. I'm sure you all do too. June 6th, 2006, 666. Never saw it. My mom was like, oh, that's evil, blah, blah, blah. And I actually watched this for the first time right before the first Omen came out, or it was right after the first Omen came out. I did not like this remake, but I don't think it's super booty butt cheeks. It's going in But you guys got to understand. I would put the original Omen in Maybe good, maybe. I don't love that film. I think the first Omen is absolutely the best Omen film. In my opinion, it is. The Town That Dreaded Sundown remake was hardly memorable. Not one that I ever feel the need to go back to. I'm not a huge fan of the original. I like it well enough, and I like it more than the remake. But this was super forgettable. I feel like this was from an era where a lot of these remakes really were forgettable. And yeah, I mean, a lot of these ones that I'm putting in or Super Booty Butt Cheeks, I don't own. I don't own anything that's in Super Booty Butt Cheeks. And I own Friday, Halloween, and Nightmare in So like that usually tells you if I didn't love it, I'm probably not going to buy it, especially these days. The Uninvited. So The Uninvited, I didn't know this was a remake. I'm going to assume it's J-horror. Again, could be totally wrong. I just remember that was like the thing at the time. And that period of time, like everybody was remaking J-horror films. I actually saw this with a girl as well on a date in high school. Was this 10, 11, something like that? Yeah, hated this thing. Terrible. So if this is a remake of a J-horror film, maybe I need to watch the J-horror movie. And I know some of you guys are probably like, oh, The Uninvited was good. What are you talking about? I'm sorry. Was not a fan. Was not a fan. Let's get this one out of the way. I have not seen The Eye. The Blob. Also in the conversation for one of the greatest horror remakes. And you're not going to get much pushback from me. That's going into legendary. It is one of the greatest horror remakes, like objectively speaking. And imagine how bummed I was when I heard that, we all heard that Rob Zombie was going to be taking on The Blob. He was going to do like a modern remake of it, and it never happened. Rob Zombie's style with the Blob subject material would have been awesome. Like, I still want that movie to this day. But this remake, It's legendary. Again, one of the greatest. Okay, here we go. The Fog. I mean, I almost want to create another tier just called The Fog. We're putting The Fog there with Black Christmas. And you know what? We'll rename it Black Christmas and The Fog. I mean, what do you want me to say? This remake sucks. Like, it's really bad. It's terrible. Everything that was good about the original Fog is not present in this movie at all. It's not even dumb fun. It's dumb. I can't believe that John Carpenter, like, and Deborah Hill for that matter, have their names attached to this as, like, producers in some form or fashion. It was just a paycheck. I get it. I would not want to be associated with that steaming pile of shit. This movie sucks. Like, it's really bad. The Fog itself is like an entity. Get the fuck out of here. This is just, no. The Grudge. Super booty butt cheeks. And look, guys, I, like you, if you're around my age, grew up on that era of remakes of like J-horror films. And I remembered The Grudge scaring me. So in my adult years, when I went back to The Grudge, I was like, I can't wait, man. I haven't seen this movie in like 10 years at least. Like, and this scared the shit out of me. And it's really bad. It's not good at all. I don't know what else to say. Not good. And not scary. I don't know why it ever scared me. Like, looking back on it, I'm like, why did that scare me? The Haunting with Liam Neeson. Pretty sure Lily Taylor's in this movie as well. This is damn good. I loved this movie growing up. And I remember, I'll never forget the scene where Owen Wilson gets decapitated, like right in front of the fireplace, if I'm not mistaken. Again, haven't seen this movie in at least 15 years. But I loved this movie. And I'm pretty sure, yeah. And there's like the lion face on that. Yeah, I know exactly what I'm talking about here. Okay. I need to refresh my memory with this movie. I need to watch it again. This is damn good. I really, really enjoy The Haunting a lot. Let's grab The Hitcher. This one was fine. I'll put it in I'm not a huge fan of the original, frankly. It's okay. I would say the same for the remake. It's just, again, that era, man. That era was full of like remakes because everything was getting remade. Literally everything. That was like the hot thing to do at the time. So they were like, we've got a property, let's remake it. And it's kind of how the Hitcher is, frankly. Dracula, if this is the Dracula I'm thinking of, which I'm pretty sure it is, good. I'll put it in good. There's so many damn Dracula movies, but I'm pretty sure I know which one that is. The Hills Have Eyes. All the way up into legendary. I mean, anybody care to argue? Like, genuinely, does anybody care to argue? I don't think anybody does. This movie is legendary. One of the highlights of that era, right there with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Aja can do little to no wrong in my mind. Had a huge moment there for a couple years. Would really like to see him come back around and do some new stuff. The Last House on the Left. This might surprise some of you guys. Legendary. Absolutely legendary. I love the cast in this movie. I love the revenge aspect of this film. It is delightfully demented. To see the ways that these people get what's coming to them is like chef's kiss. I can't even describe it. As with any other, R-word revenge movie, at times it's difficult for me to, sit through those kind of scenes just because, like, I don't want to watch that. I don't think anybody wants to watch that. But you watch those movies for what happens next when all of the people that committed those atrocities get absolutely eviscerated. And this is a fantastic remake. So much better than the original, in my opinion. Carpenter's The Thing. I mean, do I need to say anything about it that I haven't already said? This also made that remake list of movies, remakes better than the original. Come on. Like, I don't even need to waste y'all's time. Oh, Village of the Damned. Is Village of the Damned a remake? Hold up. Because now I feel stupid and like, of the Damned. It is. Oh my God. I'll be a son of a bitch. I never even knew there was an original. Village of the Damned is eh. You know, I don't hate it. There's a lot of people that really hate that movie and like will openly shit on this movie. Like, oh my God, what was Carpenter thinking? I've seen worse from Carpenter. I mean, it is a nut hair above Super Booty Butt Cheeks, but it's not Super Booty Butt Cheeks. I have not seen Toolbox Murders. I'm pretty sure Sherry Moon is in that, though, that remake. So, hey, you know, she got some work aside from Rob. I think that's literally it. But yeah. What is this? When a Stranger Calls. Saw this movie in theaters back in, what was it, 05, 06 when this came out. This is damn good. I don't know if a movie like When a Stranger Calls would work today, but at the time, I feel like, you know, people were still babysitting. It still wasn't unheard of to, you know, have teenagers babysit, and, you know, now not so much. This was really, really effective. And I would still take the original over this one, but this is a really, really good remake. I had a good time with that. Just brings back so many memories of like going to the theater in like the, you know, the mid 2000s and just like seeing a bunch of these movies. And, you know, some of these I'm being reminded of for the first time in 15, 20 years, where I'm like, oh yeah, holy crap, that is a remake. All right. The Ring, 150% legendary. This is one of the greatest, I guess technically remakes I've ever seen. And I know it's a remake because um, you've got, you know, the Ringu. Yes, Ringu is what it's called. I still haven't watched Ringu, guys. So I didn't include this in the remakes video I did because I wanted to be fair. I can't say a movie's better than its original if I haven't seen, you know, the original. But I really, 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 really love The Ring. I actually just watched it again for the first time the other night in years. Still creepy as all hell. Can't believe that Gore Verbinski went on to direct the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. What a movie, man. What a movie. Cape Fear. Would anybody deny that this is legendary? You better not. And actually, a year and a half ago, when I was driving through North Carolina, I passed Cape Fear. My brother and I were talking about it. He was like, oh, we should stop at Cape Fear. I was like, yeah, that'd be cool. We didn't, but legendary. And then the last one on this is House on Haunted Hill. And if you know anything about me, you know this is one of my favorite remakes as well. That's going in legendary. What a friggin' remake, dude. I mean, what a cast. You've got Ali Larter. You've got Jeffrey Rush. You've got insanely creepy sequences like throughout. That basement of that house scared the shit out of me. The fact that it was just like this gigantic maze that you could get lost in. Maze. Like, wild. Just wild. This movie, I love it to death. It is so late 90s, early 2000s, and I say that in the best possible way. I was really disappointed when I finally watched Return to House on Haunted Hill because all of the flavor is gone. Like, it's this bland saltine cracker. But House on Haunted Hill is fantastic. And there you guys have it. As you can see, I've got, you know, my fair share of Super Booty Butt Cheeks remakes and my fair share of remakes, you know? I'm not somebody that is partial to remakes. I've also got quite a few legendary remakes. And I guess that makes sense. With remakes, most of the time they're either bad or fantastic. I don't really see much in between there. Only a few good and damn good. Mostly it's legendary and or Super Booty Butt Cheeks. So I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you agree with that? Do you agree with most of my placements for these movies? Or do you think that I was a little too nice to some of them or not nice enough to other ones. And then the ones that I haven't seen that you guys have seen, let me know what you think of them. If of any of the ones that I put in the haven't seen tier, if you guys have seen them and you're like, oh my God, you don't know what you're missing, you've got to see this, please let me know, because I'm totally open to it. Totally open to finding remakes that I really, really enjoy. I mean, as you can see, I'm not somebody that is closed-minded to remakes. So let me know in the comment section down below, guys. I want to thank you all so much for watching this video yet again. I hope you're enjoying the tier lists. If you want more tier lists, let me know. I have no problem doing more. These are honestly super freaking fun, and there's a bunch of templates made. So, like, the possibilities are endless. But yeah, I mean, let me know, guys. Please make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. This is Nick at the Lost River Drive-In,